Okay, audio movement test, 1 second. Okay, 1 more second. And we're good, okay. Hello everyone, this is Gundam Maze, aka John Hooper, and I'm here continuing my streaming of Chizome no Hana, or Bloodstained Flowers. In the last episode, Sakura sealed Miss Nishizaki away in the hall so that she wouldn't affect everyone if she went insane from the poison. And then they all went to bed, only for someone, they didn't say who, to suddenly attack and kill Miss Nishizaki in the hall and took some of her blood before leaving her to die. And the next morning they found the body, along with the bodies of Ren and Sumie. So now they are basically all they're really doing now is sing around because there's no more poison infections because yeah, the source of the poison seems to have gone away, so now just sing around. We'll see how it goes from here. Alright, let's continue. Also, a quick note, I made a mistake last time when I talked about the game, the name of the card game they were going to play. Last time I said it was 7 Bridge, I was wrong. It's Parliament. Sorry about that. Alright, so here we go. In the midst of our game of Parliament, it suddenly goes it goes dark outside before we even notice. It's already 7, huh? If we hold out for one more day, help will definitely come, right? Yeah, sorry. I need to go to the bathroom for a bit. Anzu? I'll go with you. Anzu leaves without hearing me out. What's with her? She was in such a hurry. Now that I think of it, Anzu did look a little pale. She not feeling good? I'm worried. Everyone is worried about Anzu's sudden departure. She's not feeling well, she should have just told us. Anzu's always like that. Though she's more worried about others than the average person, she tries to make others around her, she tries to make everyone else not worry about her. I believe it's because, I caused the family much worry due to my illness when I was young. So she tried to not draw any concern to herself as a result. And she grew up still retaining that personality. She's got her head on straight. And is a, kind sister who always worries about others first. Well, I'm proud of her for being like that. I wish she'd rely on me a bit more. After all, I am her older sister. Yeah, I don't seem all that reliable from Anzu's perspective. because of everything she did for me when we were young, I want to do anything I can for her too. I'm gonna go check up on Anzu. I rise to my feet and leave the living room. I knock on the restroom door.
Anzu? やっぱり心配だから来たよ。ほら、私たちの中に犯人がいるって言ってたけど、外部の人間が侵入していることも考えられるしさ。一人で行動するのは危険だと思うんだ。
Anzu, I came because I was worried about you. I know we said that the culprit is one of us, but there's also the possibility that the culprit is someone on the outside. So I think it's dangerous to go alone.
Anzu, 聞いてる?
Anzu, are you listening? No voice comes from within. But since I can hear the sound of the faucet running, she's probably in there.
Anzu? やっぱり具合でも悪いの?
Anzu, are you really not feeling all that well? Worried about Anzu's lack of a response, I turned the doorknob to the restroom. It's not locked.
Anzu?
I opened the door of the restroom. Anzu is desperately, washing her hands and arms. She doesn't notice I've opened the door and just continues scrubbing at them. Desperately. Immediately realizing something's not right with her, I timidly approach Anzu. What? I can't believe what I see. Red bruises have risen to the arms that Anzu is desperately scrubbing. Like, I'm at a loss for words. In exchange, my heartbeat skyrockets. Huh? What? It can't be. This can't be. No, it can't be. Anzu's... Sis... Anzu looks at me. This won't go away. What should I do? Anzu rubs her arm so hard that she tears her skin and blood starts to ooze out. But those wounds quickly seal up and return and disappear as though they... Sorry, those wounds quickly seal up as if they were never there to begin with. I finally managed to wrench out my voice. I don't know what I should say. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I don't want to believe it. It can't be. It just can't be. Anzu's hands stop. Sis, it looks like I got poisoned. Anzu says that clearly with a vacant look in her eyes. Everything in front of me goes dark. My head spins as though, my head spins with the sensation like someone hit it. On unstable feet, I stagger over to Anzu one step at a time. I take her arm. Her thin, dainty arm. The arms of my dear sister who I've known for so long. Unfamiliar red bruises are there. I embrace Anzu's body. No! No, 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 no! Why? How? How did she get poisoned? Why? Why Anzu? Why? 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 Oh. Up until now, I thought that all lives weighed equally. I believe that no matter where they were strangers or where they were close or strangers, that everyone's deaths were just as sad. Because I felt exactly the same amount of sad as when Dad, Sumire, Mr. Takanuki, and Miss Nishigaki passed away. Miss Nishizaki passed away. But this is different. I'm much more shocked when Anzu got infected than when my best friend Sumire got infected. That's proof that I don't weigh everyone's lives equally. Anzu means more to me than anyone else. Why? Why Anzu? No! No! I embrace Anzu with all my might. Anzu just stands there dumbfoundedly. Why? Why not President Tsubaki? Why not Hiragi? Why not Kaede? Why not me? Why Anzu? Anzu can't die. I don't want to believe it. My back shivers, only for something to tap me on it. It's Anzu's hand. Sis, let's go back to the living room. We need to tell everyone. Anzu says that, still in my embrace. No! No! This can't be! This can't be! This can't be! You're not infected! You're not infected! Anzu, takes my hand as I cry. She drags me back to the living room. Anzu opens the door of the living room.
Ah, Sakura ni Anzu-chan, 遅かったね.
Oh, Sakura, Anzu, you're late.
Anzu-chan, あなた.
Anzu, you... Everyone looks at Anzu with horror. I hold Anzu's head. Unable to do... Anzu just holds my hand. All I can do is just stand there and cry. Anzu lets go of my hand. My body was feeling kind of warm for a while now. So I got a bad feeling and ran into the bathroom. And when I got there, these red bruises started popping up one after another. Anzu shivers as she explains.
なんでだよ. こいつは西崎や梨木の遺体に触れていないどころか見てもいないんだぞ。なんで感染してんだよ。
Why? Anzu didn't even touch the bodies, much less see them. So how'd you get infected?
あのノートに書かれていなかっただけで、もしかしたら空気感染する可能性もあるのかもしれないわ。
Maybe it's possible that it's transferable by the air, and the notebook just didn't mention it. Anzu's shoulders tremble at President Tsubaki's words. Anzu then takes the bag full of food lying around the living room and starts putting it out in the hallway.
アンズ、何してるの？
Anzu, what are you doing? Everyone was confused by Anzu's sudden actions.
すみません、皆さん。早くこの部屋から出て行ってください。
I'm sorry, everyone. You have to get out of this room, please. Anzu says it straight out.
何言ってるの？アンズ、
Huh? What are you saying, Anzu?
お姉ちゃんも早く出て行って。
You need to get out of here too, sis. Anzu pushes everyone by the back out into the hallway.
あんずちゃん、一体何のつもりなんだい。
Anzu, what do you think you're doing?
そうだよ。アンズ、急にどうしたの？
He's right. What's gotten into you?
西崎先生は感染者は隔離するべきだとおっしゃって、ご自身が感染された時もそうしていました。だから私もそうします。ですから皆さん、もうここには入ってこないでください。
Miss Nishizaki said that anyone infected should be quarantined, and she did the same when she got infected herself. So I'm gonna do the same. That's why you all need to get out of here. No, that's why you all can't come in here.
何言ってるの？そんな、アンズを置いて出ていくなんてできないよ。私はアンズと一緒にいる。
What? What are you saying? I can't just leave you. I'll stay with you.
私、どうして感染したのかわからないんだよ。もし空気感染するんなら一緒にいるのは危ないの。
We don't even know how I got infected, right? If it's an airborne infection, it's dangerous to be with me.
嫌だ。アンズを一人ぼっちになんてできない。させたくないよ。
No, I can't leave you alone. I won't leave you alone.
いいから出て行って。
Just get out of here. Anzu chases us out of the living room, then locks the door of the living room from the inside.
嫌だ。アンズ、お願いだからここを開けて。
No, Anzu, please open it.
お姉ちゃんの頼み事でもそれだけは聞けないよ。
I'm sorry, sis, but sorry, I'm sorry, sis. I can't afford to listen to that request.
なんで？どうして？
Why? Why not?
お姉ちゃんたちまで私のせいで感染するの嫌なんだもん。
I don't want the rest of you to get infected because of me. Anzu sealed herself into the room for our sakes. Not for herself, but to protect our bodies. When I think that, anger wells up in me.
バカ。なんで？どうしてアンズはいつもそうなの？いつも他人のことばっかり心配して、自分は我慢してばっかりで。
You idiot! Why are you always like this? You always worry about others, and just take whatever happens to yourself and don't speak up about it.
本当は怖いくせに、不安なくせに、寂しいくせに、そばにいてほしいくせに。こんな時ぐらい自分のことを優先してよ。
You must be scared. Must be nervous. Must be lonely. Must want someone with you. Prioritize yourself at least at a time like this. Anzu's been the lonely type for as long as I've known. That's why she always stayed by my side when I couldn't go out due to sickness. So I know that right now, she must want someone by her side.
そうだよ。怖いよ。死ぬのは怖いよ。死にたくなんてないよ。だけど、自分が死ぬより大切な誰かが死ぬ方が怖いんだよ。
That's right. I'm scared. I'm scared of dying. I don't want to die, but I'm more scared of having the people I love die than my own death.
お願いだから。もうみんなどこかに行って。
Please, I'm begging all of you. Get out of here. Anzu's sorrowful screams echo.
さくら、アンズちゃんがあそこまで言うんだ。中には入れてもらえないよ。
Sakura, Anzu's serious about this. She won't let us in. I gently puts a hand on my shoulder, but I shake my head. No matter what anyone says, I don't want to leave here.
僕たちは2階に上がるよ。だからさくらはアンズちゃんときちんと話をして。
We'll go up to the second floor, but you have a talk with Anzu. And with that, Kaede, Hiragi, and President Tsubaki go up to the second floor. I sit leaning against the living room door. Must be my fault that Anzu's so scared of having the people she loves die. When I was young, I didn't know when I'd die due to my illness. It's because she lived with that fear every single day. When I was young, Anzu would go to my bed every day and say this. I wish I could be sick in your place. Anzu, I'm your big sister, and yet... So why can't I do anything for you at a time like this? I hate how useless I am. I stifle my voice and cry. Kaede and I sit down in our bedroom on the second floor. Kaede gently strokes my hair.
椿部長があの新聞記事を出した時はドキッとしたね。
I must admit, my heart raced when President Tsubaki took out that newspaper article. Yeah. I look away from Kaede, unable to look directly at his smile. Kaede approaches my face as though he won't allow that.
Kaede.
Kaede smiles at me and whispers in my ear.
柊は本当にお母さんに似ているね。
You really do look like Mom, Hiragi. About an hour has passed since Anzu locked herself up in the living room. I've been crying in front of the door the whole time. I called out Anzu's name several times. but she kept telling me to go away every single time. Is there nothing else I can do? Okay, so the choices here are to open the living room door, or to try to think if there's another way you can help Anzu. Alright, save. We are going to try to think of another way to help Anzu. I think if there's anything I can do for Anzu. While I'm sitting out here crying, the poison is just running its course through Anzu's body. I have to think. There must be some way I can help her. I know it'd be a bit of a deus ex machina, but if there's some sort of medicine out there that can get rid of the flower's poison. Like an antidote? That's right! If I remember now, Utsugi Masaki's journal mentioned something about him trying to make an antidote that could... trying to make an antidote. Maybe if I search the study, I'll find out more about the antidote. Wait for me, Anzu. Huh? I swear I'll save you. I hurry up to the study. I swear I won't let Anzu die. I hastily enter the study and grab Masaki Utsugi's journal lying on the desk. I flip through and open up to the page about that mentions the antidote. I've gone through trial and error trying to see if I can create an antidote for the flower's poison. But all my attempts have failed in completely getting rid of the poison. Masaki Utsugi made an antidote, but none of them were complete. Even if they're not complete, maybe they have some sort of way of resisting the poison. And even if it's incomplete, that's all I've got to go on. And even if there's not, and even if the antidote itself isn't around, maybe I'll find something that says how to make it. I turn the bookshelf inside out from one book to another, and I see. It's been some time since Sis left the living room door. Wait for me, Anzu. I swear I'll save you. Sis said then and went off somewhere. There's no way there shouldn't be any way she can do that, though. Even in times like this, Sis stays positive and refuses to give up hope. Even though she looked like she'd given up on life back when she used to be sick. One second. It's because she really was prepared to die at one point, but she doesn't want to give up until the end on living. Ever since we were kids, Sis has always been considerate of me and put herself second. You know, she must have been all alone and lonely in her room. Whenever I came by, she'd say, "You're healthy, so don't worry about me and go ahead and play outside," with a smile. Even when we were in grade school, she always got in fights with boys who bullied me. And as a result, everyone was scared of her until she met Sumire, and thus she found herself alone, unable to make friends. Even when I asked her to stop, she refused to stop protecting me. Even when I asked her if she felt lonely, she said she wasn't as long as she had me, with a smile. My sister really is an idiot. All she ever thinks about is other people, never herself. But I'm proud of her. I have the best sister in the whole world. I love her. Even in this situation, she's trying to help me, trying to save me. She's such an idiot. She should just give up on me. In the end, all I've done is be a burden on my sister, on Sis. All I can do is wait for death to come to me, not being able to do a thing for her. Tears run down my cheeks. These tears are are not driven by fear of death, but bitterness, sorrow, and regret for not being able to do anything for Sis. I trace the red bruise on my arms. The areas of the bruise on them are getting hot. I'm going to die soon. I think like that as if though it doesn't concern me at all. I close my eyes and remember all my times with Sis. Suddenly, I remember Sis on that day. That day where she had a horrible fit and her heart temporarily stopped. Oh, sorry. Blood was stuck to Sis's sheets and her mouth. Her face was pale, and she wasn't breathing. That's right. I think I caught a glimpse of some red bruises around her neck. Red bruises? I open my eyes and look at the red bruise on my arms. That's right. I thought I'd seen these bruises somewhere before. The same as the bruises that were on Sis's body at the time. That was the only time she had those bruises on her. Bruises were gone by the time her heart resumed beating. Just happened to be similar bruises and all? The Utsuki Manor forced family suicide happened 10 years ago. That was around the same time the bruise appeared on Sis's body. I can't just write it all off as a coincidence. Is there some connection to it? As that thought runs through my head, I hear a knock on the living room door. Has Sis come back? Anzu, are you awake? Kiragi! Why is he here? Did he come because he was worried about me? A lot of people misunderstand him, but he really is a nice person. That's right. I felt that kindness of his was somewhat similar to Sis's. That's why I fell for Hiragi.
はい、起きてます。何かご用ですか、柊先輩。
Yes, I'm up. Do you need someone, Hiragi?
中に入れてくれないか。話したいことがある。
Can you let me in? I want to talk about something.
それはできません。私と一緒にいると柊先輩にまで感染してしまうかもしれませんから。
I can't do that. If you're with me, even you could get infected.
安心しろ。この花の毒は空気感染なんかしない。俺はこの毒のことを嫌というほど知っている。
Don't worry. Poison the flower, you can't get infected with it for the air. I know a lot more about the poison than I care to know.
いや、毒のことだけじゃねえんだ。俺は全部知ってたんだ。
No, it's not just the poison. I know everything.
柊先輩、何を知ってるんですか？
Hiragi? What do you know?
俺の知っていることを全部お前に話す。だからここを開けてくれ。
I'll tell you everything I know. So open up. Hiragi knows something? If what he says is true, then the poison you can't get infected from the poison via air, but... So I timidly opened the living room door.
柊先輩、全部知ってるってどういうことですか？
Hiragi, what did you mean when you said you knew everything?
高貫がどうして毒に感染したか。いや、俺たちが今こんな状況に陥ってる原因を全部
How Takanuki got infected. No. Cause of everything that's happening here. I know all of it. All of it. All of it. Hiragi looks like as though he's been backed into a corner. So what's going on? Hiragi takes out his right hand from behind his back. A knife dully gleams in the dark in his right hand.
全部俺のせいなんだよ。
It's all my fault. I'm panicking from the suitcase in my bedroom. Why is nothing going well? First the bridge gets burned, then Mr. Takanuki gets infected with that mysterious poison. At that time, even though I thought that God was on my side back then, just a little more and all should have gone well. Because of my impatience, it must be because of my impatience that I kept making all these mistakes. That girl really is useless, just like my sister. Anyway, I need to get rid of the suitcase somewhere first. The room's already reeking with the stench. I have to hurry and get rid of this before help comes. I'll throw it away in the river just like I planned. I can just think about later how I can pin this on the others. I take my suitcase and decide to leave my room. I've checked nearly all the books in the study. I checked the clock to see that it's already past midnight. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Alright, in the end, apart from the journal I found in the beginning, there was no other books that talked about the antidote, to say at least of the poison in the flower. Is this the end? Can I not? Is there nothing I can do to save Anzu? Tears well in my eyes and my bitterness at not being able to do anything for her despite my claims I would save her. If there's anything I can do left, it's spend Anzu's stay with Anzu during her last moments. I weakly get up and stagger to my feet. I have to go to Anzu. I want to see her face soon. I want to see her smile and talk about the same stupid stuff as always. Why wasn't it Anzu? Why wasn't it me? And how did Anzu even get infected to begin with? I mean, Anzu didn't go anywhere near Sue or Isnishi Zaki's bodies. She didn't even see them. Even if there was an airborne infection, shouldn't the rest of us who were closer to the body, who checked the bodies closer, had a higher chance of being infected? So why was Anzu the only one infected? Was there something only she did that got her infected? Just as those thoughts raced around my head, I hear the sound of the door of the room next to me shutting. Shutting. That room. It's the bedroom President Tsubaki's using, isn't it? I decided to leave the study. When I enter the hallway, I see President Tsubaki trying to descend the staircase with her suitcase in hand.
Tsubaki 部長、どこへ行かれるんですか?
President Tsubaki, where are you going?
少し夜風に当たってこようかと。
Oh, I was just going to get some nighttime air. President Tsubaki seems somewhat frantic.
外は毒に感染した野犬がまだいるかもしれないから危険ですよ。
It's too dangerous to go out there. Those infected dogs might still be there, right?
それに、どうしてスーツケースを持っていこうとしてるんですか?
And why are you trying to go with your suitcase?
もしかして椿部長、この屋敷から逃げ出す気じゃ?
President Tsubaki, are you trying to escape from the mansion?
そんなことないわよ。
That's not true. President Tsubaki's eyes dart around. She's lying. She really is trying to escape this mansion. It's not unreasonable. Even I want to get out of here as soon as possible. But we don't know what's outside, so it's dangerous. Plus, it's the middle of the night. We might get lost in the forest.
椿部長、屋敷を出るにしても日が昇ってからじゃないと危険です。
President Tsubaki, even if you want to leave the mansion, it's dangerous to do so before sunrise. I grab President Tsubaki's hand.
話しなさい。
Let me go. Just when President Tsubaki shakes off my hand, she drops the suitcase she was holding. One second. As a result, its contents spell out. I gasp. One of the things that fell out lands on my feet. It's a human arm. No, not just an arm. It's all cut up, but there's legs, torsos, a head, all of it crammed into the suitcase. My thoughts grind to a complete halt. The area fills with a rotten stench, driving bile up my throat. My legs shiver, and I unconsciously take a step or two back. My eyes go to the head lying in the corner of the hallway. The eyes are open, looking my way. Judging from the complexion, it's impossible to imagine that what they were like while they were still alive. But I'm able to confirm that it's the corpse of a young girl. I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere. Yeah, that's right. She's the girl in that photo I saw yesterday. President Tsubaki's little sister. What's wrong, Sakura? President Tsubaki smiles. I'm scared. I'm scared of her. I wasn't good. Hold on a second. There were times where many a time I thought I was crazy for not being able to deal well with this beautiful and kind girl, but it seems my intuition was right on the mark. Because even though she's always has a kind smile on her face, her eyes aren't smiling at all. Why are you?
そうなのよ。父も母もひどいのよ。だからこんなことになってしまったの。ねえ、さくらちゃん、私の話を聞いてくれる？
Oh, this? Yes, that's right. My mother and father are just the worst. That's why I did this. Hey Sakura, will you listen to my story? Her eyes don't reflect me. Whether I want to listen or not, it seems she has no intention of hearing out my answer. Oh yes, I know. When I started out when I was younger. President Tsubaki starts talking. I was living in an orphanage for as long as I can remember. I didn't remember a thing about my parents, but from the rumors I heard from the others around me, it seemed they were murderers. It seems they would deceive virtuous people and kill them for money. I was also told that they'd probably be given the death sentence in due time. Perhaps because I was their daughter, everyone in the orphanage avoided me. There were also times where they hurled abusive slander at me, and a single glare from me scared everyone off. No, but a single glare from me scared everyone off. My parents may have been murderers, but I was sad that they looked at me the same way too. That's why I strove to do my best both at studying and at sports, more than the usual person. Thanks to that, the teachers praised me as an excellent student. But I was still at the orphanage. No matter how much I worked, no matter how much I tried, I couldn't escape my parents' shadow. And then one day, it all changed. Something changed. A wealthy-looking couple came to the orphanage. The husband was a doctor. Was apparently a doctor at a hospital. It seemed they wanted a child to take over for the hospital for them, but unfortunately, no matter due to fertility issues, they couldn't conceive no matter how hard they tried. And so they gave up on trying to have a child themselves and decided to go for adoption. They heard about what an exceptional student I was, despite being a child in the orphanage, and they took an interest and decided to adopt me. A second. I studied even harder and more so that my new parents wouldn't abandon me too. I spent my days at a desk studying. One second. Even when I got up early and went to school, and even when I returned from school until I slept, I never went out. I never went outside even on weekends, and even when I was eating in the bathroom. No, sorry. And I would always be at my desk studying, except for when I was eating or going to the bathroom. It's not like my parents demanded it of me, but if my grades fell even a little, my parents would glare at me coldly. And then during the night, when they thought I was asleep, they would talk about me. Maybe it really was a mistake to adopt the daughter of murderers. That was very terrifying. I didn't want to be abandoned, be left on my own all over again. So I studied day after day, desperately, as though I were possessed, all in order to gain their approval. It wasn't just studying. I aim to be perfect in all aspects of my life. Sports, athletics, life, my appearances. Also, I wouldn't let them down at all. Even so, my parents would always treat me like a stranger. One second. We would never go out anywhere or have pleasant chats like most families. But even so, I was fine with that. In my life, I wanted for nothing. And once people around me learned I was daughter to the head of the hospital, my stock went up in everyone's eyes. Though my parents were murderers, I was very happy with to be able to live this kind of life. Even if my parents didn't show me any love, my father's hospital will be mine in the future. That was enough to satisfy me. Until my parents actually had a daughter of their own. On my 7th birthday, my mother told me with a tearful smile that she was pregnant. My father, hugged my mother and smiled happily too. I fell into despair. Because they never smiled at me like that before. Hold on a second. Because up until now, I convinced myself the reason they showed me no love was because they were naturally cold people, and that was just in their nature, so they couldn't help it. And yet, even before it was born, even before I knew if it was a boy or a girl, I was immensely jealous of the child my mother carried, the child that they shed tears over tears of joy over. My parents weren't cold people. The reason they were cold was because I wasn't their real daughter. So I was the daughter of murderers. Before long, my sister was born. My parents showered her with love. After she was born, they frequently started to go out on family vacations. After we finished eating dinner, they would always have fun chats together. Started having fun chats together. You know, they'd never done anything like that until now. My parents gave all their love to my sister. My only salvation was... Hold on a second. Sorry. My only salvation was that my sister was very attached to me. I was mad with jealousy at how she monopolized all her parents' love. I also found her adorable for how she sincerely looked up to me. Yes, back then I was still calm. My sister 1 second. Because even though she had all her parents' love, her grades were worse than most kids her age. With her academic ability, it would probably be impossible for her to inherit the hospital in the future. My parents should have thought that as well. So all I had to do was keep on studying as I always had. My sister may have had our parents' love, but our father's hospital would be mine in the future. That was all I needed. That was all the reward I needed for all my effort up until then. So that's why even when my sister frequently asked me to help with her studies, I happily accepted. All while looking down on her, thinking she'd never be able to become a doctor of her level or of her academic ability. But then one word from my sister sent that all shattering down. When we decided on the Mystery Research Club's field trip, I told my sister. She asked if she could come along. I refused, telling her that we couldn't just bring that we couldn't bring someone else who wasn't part of the club. But then my sister asked our parents, and she asked me to, and then they asked me to take care of her, and so she ended up, going with me anyway. And again, Sakura was bringing her own sister along, so it probably wouldn't be all that much of a problem. Then came one day before the field trip. My sister and I were getting packed for the trip. That day my parents were busy, and so they wouldn't be back until after I left for the field trip. They were always busy anyway, so my sister and I were often alone in the house a lot. That's why my sister was fond of me. On that day as well, and just like as usual, the two of us were alone that day as well. Should have been a night just like any other between us. My sister and I finished packing. Just then, my sister brought out her summer homework. Sis, help me. Please, help me out.
Hi.
Okay. Helping my sister out of her homework was like a daily routine for me, so I accepted without hesitation. I wish I was as smart as you, sis. Why, hold on a second, why are our brains so different even though we're sisters? It's obvious, because while you're off playing and sleeping, I'm here studying my ass off. Like hell, I'd be on your level after, like hell, I'd be on the level of spoiled brat like you after all these years of working so hard. Though my mind was filled with those poisonous thoughts, I gave my sister a smile.
世の中成績だけが全てじゃないわ。そう落ち込むことないわよ。
Grades don't decide everything in the world. Don't get so down. That's right. You won't be inheriting the hospital anyway. Just go ahead and live like the happy fool you are. Mommy and Daddy have been telling me lately that I need to take study seriously just like you, sis. Huh? Mother and father? They use her as a standard to my sister? They've been cold to me all for as long as I remember, yet they actually acknowledge me? I'm so happy. Even if it's only my grade, doesn't matter if it's only my grades. If they're happy enough with my academic ability to use me as a waymark to their beloved daughter, that's all the happiness I could ask for.
お前は将来パパの病院を継ぐんだからもっと勉強しなさいって。
They said that I'll be inheriting Daddy's hospital in the future one day, so I need to study more. What? What? What did you just say? Inherit the hospital? This idiot? This idiot who can't even solve these simple problems? Why? Why? I mean, they adopted me so I could take over Father's hospital. It's for that reason alone why I've worked so hard. That was my only reason for living. So... Yet... My sister's going to inherit the hospital? Why? Why? Isn't that obvious? Because she's their beloved daughter. So there's because they just couldn't live with the idea of handing their precious hospital over to the child of murderers. Then... what was it all for, then? It's all... for nothing?
そういえばお姉ちゃんも将来お医者さんになるんだよね。
Come to think of it, you're starting to be a doctor yourself too, right? Shut up.
お姉ちゃんほど優秀ならきっと立派なお医者さんになれるよ。
You're so smart, so I'm sure you'll be a great doctor. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
でもどうしてお姉ちゃんはパパの病院を継がないの？
But why aren't you inheriting Daddy's hospital? Shut up! When I came to my senses, my sister was lying on the ground in front of me, blood pouring from her head. Oh, I did it. Even when faced with the gruesome corpse of my sister, my heart was ice cold. I really do have the blood of murderers flowing through my veins. Suddenly, I looked at the bloodstained vase in my hands, and came to my senses and started to panic. What should I do? This is really bad. I hastily wiped the blood off the floor with a cloth. Even after I cleaned the once I cleaned the floor, my next thoughts was how to what to do about my sister's body. I know. I'll just put her in the suitcase we were planning to take with us tomorrow. Though my sister's small, she can't fit in the suitcase. She couldn't fit in the suitcase as she was. So I took my sister to the bathroom, used knives and various tools in order to dismember her body. It's harder than the human body is harder than you think. It's not so easy to cut it up. Even so, I did my best to chop her up and managed to fit her body into the suitcase. I cleaned up the dirty bathroom and got rid of all the stains on me, the blood stains on me. By the time I came to my senses, it was 7 in the morning. I had to get going for the field trip in a little bit. Even so, I had to get rid of the suitcase somewhere. No, it wasn't time for that. What was I to do? Once I left home on time, my parents would be back. They didn't get suspicious when they learned my sister was gone. Should I leave the suitcase and go to the field trip by myself? No. My parents might find the suitcase soon. I didn't have a choice. I had to take the suitcase with me and get rid of it somewhere at the place of the field trip. Fortunately, the field trip was taking place in the middle of the woods. And on top of that, it was a site of a forced family suicide, so not many people went there. All I had to do was find a good time to get rid of it behind everyone's backs. It was with that thought that I took the suitcase with my sister's body and headed for the field trip. I got to the meeting spot. Everyone mentioned talked about the heavy luggage I had, but I managed to shake it off. True, that suitcase was too big for a 3-day field trip. But those idiots quickly bond to what I said. Man, it truly is a relief that they're all such idiots. When we had free time to ourselves once we got to the mansion, I planned to get rid of the suitcase right away. But Anzu Krisuno followed me. Because of her, I was irritated that I couldn't get rid of the trouble I was having getting rid of my sister's body, and how things weren't going to my plan. Then Mr. Takanuki died to the mysterious poison. Then when Miss Nishizaki went to get help, she found the bridge had been burned. After that, Sumire Nashiki was also infected. It seemed due to the poison's effects that she went hysterical and insane. At first, I was irritated having got caught up in this sort of situation, but once I thought about it carefully, I realized I could use this perfectly to my advantage. All I needed was for someone infected with the poison to kill everyone except for me. If I just waited, the infected person would die on their own time. And when I, the sole survivor, was rescued by the police, all I had to do was tell them that, the infected person went on a rampage and killed my sister, too. That's right. All I had to do was pin the crime on the infected party. That was why Sumire needed to kill a lot of people. But despite my hopes, Sumire just died with little, just quickly accepted her death. Useless bitch! Next, when I confirmed that Miss Nishizaki was infected, but then she had to go and say that crap about locking her up in the hall. Damn it! At this rate, my plan was going to go to waste. If Nishizaki died, then the poison would be completely gone. I had to do something before then. So with that thought, I waited until everyone else fell asleep. took a syringe I'd packed with me and the ashtray from the study and headed to the hall of Nishizaki in it. Not knowing what was up, Nishizaki was confused by my arrival, and I mercilessly bashed her in the head. Oh, the sensation. The same as when I beat my sister to death. I immersed in indescribable pleasure and reveled in Nishizaki's suffering. As expected, she didn't go down one hit. After that, I hit her on the head over and over again, the ashtray. Once she could no longer move, I brought out my syringe and took her blood. I never thought the syringe I'd taken from my father's hospital would come in handy at a time like this. Smiling with satisfaction having obtained the poison, Nishizaki said something. Sure was sturdy, like a cockroach. I hate bugs. Especially violent insects like cockroaches. So to get rid of the cockroach, I swung the ashtray down her head one more time. Now that I'd killed Nishizaki and got my hands on the poison, I planned to have someone take the poison. First one I removed from my list of candidates was Anzu Kirisuno. She was the kind who valued others much more than themselves. So even if she did get infected, there was a high chance she wouldn't go on a murderous rampage. Next candidate I removed was Kaede Kokubunji. He seemed like the gentle type, but from my point of view, I could never tell what he was thinking. If he got infected, he might kill me too. That left Sakura Kirisuno and Hiyagi Kokubunji. Hiyagi Kokubunji, hold on a second. Hiyagi Kokubunji seemed to look out for himself, so it seemed possible that he could go on a wild rampage if he got infected. But the risk of that was high. If he attacked me, I didn't have the confidence I could escape from with his strength, which left Sakura Kirisuno. That's right. Knowing that idiot, she'd panic as soon as she got infected. And because she was so simple-minded, it'd be easy to run away from her if she knows, as long as I kept my guard up, it'd be easy to escape from her. That's right. I'd go with her. I'd give that idiot this poison. God is a mean bully, and so I couldn't find a chance to give Sakura Kirisuno the poison. At this rate, even if she did get infected, she might not show symptoms until we got out of here. I I could not let that happen no matter what. So I made food and put the poison in there. But everyone except for Anzu, Kusuno refused my food. Pissed me off just how far they would go in order to keep things from going my way. I didn't have much time left. So I mixed the poison of the sandwich, begging for Anzu Kusuno to go on a rampage. You poisoned Anzu? My fingers shiver with rage after hearing President Tsubaki's story. It's true that she did have a miserable past. But she poisoned Anzu all just so she could pin her crime on someone else. She'll pay for that. You poisoned Anzu for a reason like that? I gripped my hands in the fist so hard that my nails dug into my hands. Yes, that face, those eyes, they're the eyes of a murderer. You really should have been the one to get infected. That girl really is useless. Don't screw with me. You put Anzu through that just to cover up your own sin? That's not all there was to it. After all, I want Anzu to just go away soon. What? Remember what I said? Anzu resembles my sister. When I looked at Anzu, I remembered my sister. Just when my sister died and I thought I could finally be released from my jealousy. Look in her eyes wouldn't allow that. The way she looked at me was the same way my sister did. It's her fault for looking at me like that. It's like she was blaming me. I did nothing wrong. Because I put up with it for so long. I put up with it for all that time. So why? Why? Why would they even give the hospital to her? There's no way I could have let that happen. That's right. It's all my parents' fault. That's right. It's their fault for not loving me. They made me kill my sister. President Tsubaki is spelling nothing but selfish excuses. She doesn't feel the least bit bad about infecting Anzu or killing her sister.
私は悪くない。悪くないのよ。
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. President Tsubaki continues to go on about how it's not her fault. At that point, the rage I feel for her hits its breaking point.
何を
What do you... President Tsubaki tries to fight back, but I get on top of her and strangle her neck.
ふざけるな。ふざけるな。お前みたいな自分勝手なやつのために、なんでアンズが犠牲にならなくちゃいけないんだ。
Don't screw with me. Don't screw with me. Why did Anzu have to be sacrificed for a selfish bitch like you? I tightened my grip around President Tsubaki's neck. It's the first time I felt like this. I hate this girl so much. I now know the name of the intense emotion raging within me. That's right. This is bloodlust. Okay, options here are continue strangling Tsubaki or remember Anzu's face. Oops, this is the second one. Gotta go back up. Alright, we are going to go and remember Anzu's face. At that moment, I remember Anzu's face. What would Anzu do if she knew how she got infected? Would she hate President Tsubaki so much she wanted to kill her, just like me? Or would she put herself second and pity President Tsubaki for her past? Anzu would definitely prioritize others over herself, even with her own death on the line. That's just the kind of person she is. If Anzu were here, she'd definitely try to stop me. If I killed President Tsubaki, she'd definitely cry. I slowly loosened my grip around President Tsubaki's neck. Even if I kill her, that won't make Anzu happy. Just be doing it for my own satisfaction. And I can't do this.
どうしたの？あなたも人を殺すことのできない偽善者なのかしら。
What's wrong? Are you also a hypocrite who can't kill others?
あんたを殺してアンズが助かるのなら殺してる。あんたを殺しても無意味だ。だから私はあんたを殺さない。
Killing you would save Anzu, then I'd do it. But killing you is pointless. That's why I won't kill you. Pointless?
人を殺して得られるものなんて何もない。
Murder solves nothing.
そんなことはないわ。私は妹を殺したからこそ父の病院を手に入れることができるのよ。
That's not true. Now that I've killed my sister, I can inherit my father's hospital.
病院は手に入るかもしれない。だけどあんたは唯一あんたのことを純粋に慕ってくれていた妹を永遠に失った。
Maybe you will obtain the hospital, but even so, you've lost the only person who loved you for who you were.
私は妹を失ったところで悲しくともなんとも。
I'm not sad at all about losing my sister.
本当にそう思うの？無邪気にただあんたのことを慕ってくれていた妹と一緒にいて本当に何も思わなかったの？
Do you really think that? Do you really feel nothing? Do you really feel nothing when you're with the sister who innocently loved you from the bottom of her heart?
うるさい。お前なんかに何がわかる？
Shut up. Shut up! What do you know? Shaken by my words, Red Tsubaki starts, flailing about. And with her strength, she pushes me away. Having lost my balance, I fall right down the stairs. A dull pain runs through the back of my head and my shoulders. I can't move my hands, legs, or body. Anzu. I have to go to Anzu. But despite my thoughts, my body won't move. My consciousness is fading. And then, I black out. Having pushed Sakura Krisuno off the stairs, I catch my breath. It seems she hit her head as she's lying there limply. I go over to her and check if she's dead or not. She's breathing. Looks like she just lost consciousness. Will it be best just to kill her right now? Just then, I noticed, my sister's dismembered foot lying next to me. That's right. First I have to get rid of her body. I can kill Sakura Krisuno after that. I gather up my sister's dismembered body parts and put them back in the suitcase and descend the staircase. I check the living room door. I thought, Anzu Krisuno might come out. Might have noticed the sound of Sakura falling down and would come out from that sound. But it seems she didn't hear that. I don't sense anyone coming out. Now then. I then reach for the front door so I can get rid of the suitcase. Then a shock runs through my back. It hurts. It burns. I put my hand on my back and check. It seems I've been stabbed with a blade. Someone standing behind me pulls out the blade. The moment they pull it out, I collapse on the spot. I turn around to see the face of the one who stabbed me. It is that moment I see them, their face illuminated by the moonlight. You. But why? My assailant grins, and a moment later, swings the blade down towards my heart. My assailant leaves without saying a word. I can't even lift a finger. All I can do is stare up at the ceiling of the entry hall. Blood pours from my chest and my mouth. Am I going to die? No. No. I'm going to inherit my father's hospital. I'll inherit his hospital and become a respectable doctor. After that, everyone will look up to me and love me. Huh? I wanted to be someone loved by everyone? I thought I didn't need love. I kept telling myself that as long as I inherited the hospital, I didn't need love, didn't I? No way. So at this point, I finally realized that all this time, what I wanted was love. Love for my mother and father. Only now, when it's too late, have I realized it. And then I killed my sister, the only one in the world who gave me unconditional love. Even if I regret it now, it's too late. It's like Sakura Krishna said. Deep down, I may have loved my little sister who loved me purely from the bottom of her heart. She'd been all this time. She'd been giving me what I'd always wanted. What have I done?
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. It's too late for everything. I live my life looking down at everyone in the world for being idiots. But in the end, I was the true fool here. When I close my eyes, my sister smiles. She smiles, and as she waves to me as she smiles. Before long, she goes off in the distance and fades away. She's probably going to heaven, knowing her. I won't be able to follow her there. This impure soul of mine is going to hell. If there is a God out there, will he listen to me if I pray for her to live a happy life in her next life? I beg of you, please. Grant the angel who stood by this demon's side of a smile happiness. I stand alone in the darkness. No one's here. Where's Anzu? Where is she? I have to go to her. Huh? But why do I have to go to her? My head's foggy. Just as I'm holding my head, I hear a voice from behind. Sis! Anzu's standing there.
アンズ、よかった。私、アンズのそばに行こうと思ってて。
Anzu, thank goodness. I was just about to head to you. Anzu shakes her head.
いいんだよ、お姉ちゃん。もういいの。
It's alright, sis. It's alright now.
アンズ。それよりも、お姉ちゃん、先輩には気をつけて。
Anyway, sis, watch out for them. Huh? Anzu says someone's name, but I can't hear it.
お姉ちゃんは早くここから逃げて。先輩のことは信じちゃダメ。
You have to get out of here fast. Don't trust them. Anzu pleads to me. I reach out my hand to try to grab her own. But my hand just grasps nothing but air. I wake up. Where am I?
Sakura, 目が覚めたかい?
Sakura, you're up now?
Kaede.
Kaede. Oh, I didn't have to say that. Kaede gives me a concerned look. I take a look around. It seems I'm in the bedroom in the Utsugi Manor. Light from the sunset pours in through the window.
驚いたよ。夜中に何か物音がすると思ったら、さくらが階段の下で倒れてたから。さくら、一体何があったんだい?
Surprised. I heard a sound in the night and I went out and I found you collapsed at the on the staircase. Just what happened there, Sakura?
私は確か椿部長に階段から突き落とされて、アンズに会いに行かなきゃって。
If I remember right, I was pushed down the staircase by President Tsubaki, and I had to go to Anzu. My faint memories are slowly coming back.
そうだ、アンズのそばに行かないと。
That's right, Anzu. I have to get to Anzu. That's right, Anzu's been infected by the poison. I have to get to her. I frankly stand up and jump off the bed. But just before I can rush out of the room, Kaede grabs my hand.
楓、離して。私、アンズのそばに行かないと。
Kaede, let me go. I have to get to Anzu. Kaede just looks down and slowly shakes his head. What's that supposed to mean? Why is Kaede stopping me? Why does Kaede look so sad?
楓。
Kaede heaves a deep sigh and opens his mouth.
アンズちゃんはもう。
It's too late. Anzu's... Huh?
何、楓。アンズはもう。何。
What are you saying, Kaede? Anzu's what? What happened to her? My heart beats, skyrockets. Sweat runs down my body. No, it can't be. Anzu's...
アンズちゃんはもう亡くなったんだ。
She's gone, Kaede. Anzu passed away. That moment, it feels like something grips my heart with all its might. My whole body shivers.
嘘だ。
No, that can't be. I don't believe it. Anzu can't be dead. No, 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 I won't believe it.
僕がリビングに行ったら鍵が開いてたんだ。その時にはアンズちゃんはもう。
When I went to the living room, I found the door unlocked. By the time I got there, Anzu was already... There's no sign that Kaede's lying. Anzu's... dead?
嘘だ。嘘だ、嘘だ、嘘だ、嘘だ、嘘だ、嘘だ。
No, 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 that can't be. Anzu. I stand up again and try to leave the room.
待って、さくら。君は行かない方がいい。
Wait, Sakura. You shouldn't go.
嫌だ。アンズが死んだなんて信じられない。この目で見ないと信じない。
No, I can't believe Anzu's dead. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
さくら。
Kaede hugs me and kisses me. I freeze, shocked by the abruptness of it all. Maybe because blood gushes out from Kaide's mouth. Perhaps because I instinctively bit him. Taste of iron spreads through my mouth.
Sakura, 落ち着いて。
Sakura, calm down. I embrace Kaede. Because if I don't, I feel I'll collapse.
今さくらがアンズちゃんの遺体を見ればパニックを起こすだけだ。少し落ち着いてくれ、さくら。
If you see Anzu's body now, all it'll do is make you panic. Calm down a little, Sakura. Kaede says that with sorrow. Really?
アンズが死んだって。本当なの？
Anzu's really dead? Kaede silently nods. I cling to Kaede and cry. When I close my eyes, I can still see Anzu's smiling face. She always put others first and herself second. She looked spoiled when she was younger, but in reality, she always considered me and always stayed by my side. No, I don't want to be without you, sis. She would say that and cry. Was I the only one who thought that? I was the same, wasn't I? I'm the one who couldn't live without Anzu, aren't I? Why? Why did she leave me all alone? No, Anzu, don't go. What were the last words I ever said to her? When was the last time I saw her smile? President Tsubaki was planning on poisoning me. But because I didn't act the way she'd hoped, she was forced to go with poison Anzu instead. If I'd taken the poison then, Anzu wouldn't have died. It's my fault Anzu's dead. It's all my fault. Kaede continues embracing me as I cry my heart out. I wonder just how long I spent crying. The whole time Kaede embraced me and rustled my hair. I was able to regain some of my composure thanks to his warmth. I don't know what I'd do if he wasn't here. I gently moved myself away from Kaede.
ごめん、楓。ありがとう。
I'm sorry, Kaede. Thank you.
さくら。
Kaede is still looking at me with concern.
夜中に何があったのか教えてくれないか。さくらはどうしてあんな場所に倒れていたんだい。
Will you tell me what happened last night? Why were you lying there? Kaede must be confused about all this as well. And yet he took care of me. I decided to tell him what happened with President Tsubaki.
So, そんなことがあったんだね。
I see. So that's what happened.
す 椿部長はあの後どうしたんだろう。楓は椿部長には会ってない？
I wonder what happened to President Tsubaki after that. Did you see her?
うん。僕が起きた時には誰もいなかったよ。屋敷中探したけれど、椿部長も柊もどこにもいなくて。
No. When I woke up, no one was there. Looked all around the mansion, but I couldn't find President Tsubaki or Hiiragi.
柊もいないの？
Huh? Hiiragi's gone too? Kaede nods. President Tsubaki might have gone somewhere to dispose of her sister's body. But why is Kaede gone? Oh, sorry, why is Hiiragi gone? Take a look at Kaede. He knows he seems a bit restless. He must be worried about Hiiragi.
柊はどこに行っちゃったんだろうね。
Where could Hiiragi have gone?
わからない。ただ僕には無事を祈ることしかできないから。
I don't know. All I can do is pray he's safe. Kaede says that and holds my hand. His hand is trembling slightly. I take a look at his face. It's a beautiful face. Feelings I had the first time I met Kaede come back to me. I met Kaede in my in June of 10th grade. Everyone is excited to have a transfer student. When at a time where very few came. On top of that, the transfer students were twins. Due to his beautiful appearance, Kai got along with others and quickly became popular in the class. I was also entranced by Kai the moment he stepped into the classroom. It was love at first sight. Well, I was embarrassed, so I couldn't tell him that. Fortunately, his desk was right next to mine, so I was satisfied I was getting to get a glimpse of his face from the side. As those days continue, one day, Kai suddenly struck up a conversation with me.
クリスノさんって昔からこの辺りに住んでたの？
Hold on a second. Have you lived here your whole life, Krishna? Hold on a second. Have you lived here your whole life?
ちょっと離れたところに、10年ぐらい前にお父さんが亡くなってからこっちに引っ越してきたから。
No, I used to live farther away from here, actually. My father passed away about 10 years ago, and so we moved over here. My head was in the clouds from my crush striking a conversation with me.
ごめん。お父さんが亡くなってたなんて知らずに余計なこと聞いちゃって。
I'm sorry. I didn't know your father had passed away. I shouldn't have asked.
ああ、大丈夫だよ。もう昔のことだし。そりゃ、大好きなお父さんが死んじゃったのは今でも悲しいことだけど、私には大好きなお母さんと妹がいるから。
No, it's okay. It's all in the past. I mean, yeah, I'm still sad that he's gone, because I loved him so much. But I still have my beloved mother and sister. I answered cheerfully to assuage Kaede's worries.
そっか。ねえ、クリスノさんのお父さんってどんな人だったの？
See. Hey, what kind of person was your father like?
お父さんはね、優しい人だったよ。私、昔は病弱だったんだけど、私の病気のことを誰よりも心配してくれてた。
My father was a kind man. I used to be sick, but he worried about me more than anyone else. My illness more than anyone else.
お父さんの写真いつも持ち歩いてるんだ。見る？
Oh, I always carry a photo of him around with me. Wanna look? I pull out a picture of my father from my student handbook and show it to Kaede. Kaede goes stiff for a moment when he sees the photo. I'm confused, but a moment later he smiles.
うん。本当だ。優しそうなお父さんだね。
Yeah, you're right. He does look like a kind father. Kaede says that and gives me back the photo.
そういえば、クリスノさんは何の部活に入ってるの？
By the way, what club are you in, Krisuno?
ミステリー研究部だよ。親友に頼まれて入ったんだ。のんびりして楽しい部活なんだけど、部員が私入れて3人しかいないんだよね。
The Mystery Research Club. I went in because my best friend asked. I joined because my best friend asked. It's a fun club where we all just sit back and kick around. But after I entered, there's only been 3 members.
じゃあ僕もミステリー研究部に入ろうかな。
Then maybe I'll join the Mystery Research Club too.
だって国分寺くん、他の部活からいっぱいお誘い来てるじゃない。わざわざこんな小さくて地味な部活に入らなくても。
What? Well, you received invitations for all different kinds of clubs, right? You don't have to join a club as small and meager as our own.
だって面白そうじゃないか。ミステリー研究部。それにクリスノさんのことをもっと知りたいしね。
I mean, the Mystery Research Club sounds interesting. And besides, I want to know more about you.
国分寺くん。
I think it was from that moment on that I fell in love with Kaede. Looks like I've calmed down enough to think back on my memories of my meeting with Kaede. I resolve myself and quickly stand up.
さくら、どうしたの？
Sakura, what's wrong?
楓、私、アンズのこと、この目で確認したい。
Kaede, I want to see Anzu for myself.
でもさくら、僕はさくらにこれ以上傷ついてほしくないんだ。きっとさくらは今のアンズちゃんを見れば錯乱してしまうよ。
Huh? But Sakura, I don't want you getting any more hurt. I'm sure once you see Anzu's body, you'll freak out.
そうかもしれない。だけど私はどんな姿になっていてもアンズに会いたいの。
Maybe you're right. But no matter what's happened to her, I want to see Anzu. Kaede grabs my arm to stop me and pleads to me.
さくら。
Kaede lets go of my arm and then... Kaede suddenly groans with agony and kneels on the floor.
楓、どうしたの？
Kaede, what's wrong? I frantically help him up. Kaede wraps his arms around himself and stays there. He breathes painfully.
大丈夫だから。
I'm alright.
でも
What? Kaede staggers to his feet.
ごめん。ちょっと洗面所に行ってくる。
Sorry. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
楓、私も一緒に。
Kaede, I'll come with you.
お願いだからさくらはここで待っていて。具合が良くなったらすぐに戻ってくるから。そしたら一 一緒にアンズちゃんのいるリビングに行こう。
Please, wait here. Once I feel better, I'll come right back. And then we'll go see Anzu in the living room together.
壁で本当に一人で大丈夫なの？
Kaede, are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
一人で行きたいんだ。さくら、僕が戻ってくるまで絶対にこの部屋を出てはいけないよ。
Yeah, I want to go on my own. Sakura, don't leave this room until I get back under any circumstances, okay?
わかった。
Yeah, got it.
じゃあ
Later then. Kaede staggers out of the bedroom. Kaede suddenly fell into pain. What's wrong with him? Is he okay? He didn't get poisoned too, did he? No, I didn't see any red bruises on his body. Maybe I'm just thinking too hard. Maybe he was just so tired that he's not feeling well. I was out all this time. Tsubaki and Hyagi disappeared, and Anzu passed away. Kaede must have been so scared by himself all this time. Once he gets back, I'll go see Anzu. Then we'll go look for Hiragi and Tsubaki. I want as many of us to get out of here alive as possible. Even if Anzu isn't one of them. I desperately hold back the tears that threaten to well up in my eyes again. I'll cry when I see Anzu. That thought, I wipe my eyes and look out the window. Okay, it looks like this is a good stopping point, so I think I'm gonna stop here for now. Yep, a whole lot more stuff happened here. Got more deaths, got all that stuff about Tsubaki. And now the numbers are dropping like crazy. Right now, only Sakura and Kaede are confirmed to be alive. Let's see what happens next. So until next time, I'll see you all later.